Dark Entertainment.
Hello, people. Welcome back to my show. It's been a long time. I'm back now. And what I'm talking about today, well, before I get into it, let me do the particulars that I have to do on every time I do a show. And that is hit the notification bell. Make sure that everything I upload, that you will be notified, because I don't want you to miss any content that I upload. Also, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to my channel, because your subscriptions are very much wanted and very much needed. Right now, I'm stuck on 1,270. I need to get to 1,300. I can only do that with your help. Also, please give me a thumbs up. Every time you give me a thumbs up, that let me know that I'm doing what you want me to do and that you are digging what I'm putting out. Also, man, leave a comment. Any comment that you leave on any material, any show that I do, I will definitely try and reach back out to you, make a comment to you. So that's appreciated. What I'm talking about today is going to be about a movie that I saw probably about 3 nights ago. It's called The Banker, and it's starring Samuel Jackson, it's starring Anthony Mackie, it's starring Nicholas Hoult, and also starring Nia Long. And it's based on a true story. Now, The Banker, as you can see right here, you see Anthony Mackie and Samuel Jackson. Anthony Mackie is a genius. He basically, as a little boy, he was wanting to bust the lines of blacks being considered second-class citizens, not being able to have the same privileges and rights that the white counterparts have. This came out like in the late 50s, early 60s, during the Martin Luther King time, during segregation, and it's based on a true story. His name is Bernard Garrett. That's who he plays, and Bernard Garrett was someone who was big in the real estate. I don't know if he had a photographic memory, but he had a very good memory. And as a little boy, he listened to white men discuss business, found out the formulas and stuff they use, and knew he was a very good mathematician and could just add up stuff in his head and just knew it quick. But he could never get ahead because he was black and he grew up in the wrong time. Here to your left, you will see Samuel Jackson. He played a character named Joe Norris, who was he was rich, so to speak, because he was from California, if I'm not mistaken. And he had a little bit of money, he left some money, and he was able to parlay his contacts and stuff and live a very comfortable life for a black person during that time. Nia Long plays Garrett's wife, Bernard Garrett's, Anthony Mackie's wife. This is a picture of her here. As you see, Anthony Mackie, who plays Bernard Garrett, his wife Eunice Garrett, played by Nia Long. Samuel Jackson is Joe Norris, and the white guy here is Nicholas Hoult. He plays Matt Steiner. You notice these are Marvel characters because you see Samuel Jackson, who is AKA, Nick Fury. Mr. Anthony Mackie is AKA the Falcon. If you look hard, Nicholas Hoult played one of the Cyclops in the X-Men movie. So they kind of collaborated here on another movie. But this movie was excellent. Basically, what you see is the two black men have all the smarts and the intelligence. The smarts and the intelligence and the business part mainly is Mackie. Samuel Jackson mainly plays street smart stuff. He teaches old boy how to play golf, and Samuel Jackson has a lot of the contacts. So if you watch the movie, both of them are going to pour in their knowledge and get Nicholas, who plays Matt Steiner, who's really not that confident, but they teaches him stuff to do. He memorized a lot of stuff. And basically in 3 months, they make him like someone who is really not educated and business savvy into a very smart businessman. He becomes the face of their company. And in fact, they do so well that on their first adventure or their first venture together, they're able to buy the building in California where all the banks are in that one building. And they start from there. But of course, Mr. Garrett, played by Mackie, he's from Texas. In Texas, blacks there are just being done wrong. And he goes back home and he tries to do something about it. And at first it works. But of course, Steiner gets a little greedy. I'm not going to get into everything else, but the story has a very dramatic twist. As you see here, they're on the golf course, and Samuel Jackson is doing Samuel Jackson things and trying to tell him, look, man, this is what you got to do. This is really the first part where they're convincing him that if they can teach him the knowledge and stuff, that he would be the face of the company since he's white, but they would actually be the people making the decisions, and they would pay him a very handsome fee for doing that, which they do. They live up to their word, but of course, sometimes things don't go wrong. Don't go right. This right here basically when they were first meeting because they didn't like each other at first. Mackie thought that Samuel Jackson was basically a clown, a loudmouth clown, very ignorant. And Sam Jackson thought that he was pretty much a nerd, would stick up his ass, thought he was better than anybody else. But come to find out, these two were the yin to the yang, and they became good friends and became very rich. So they bounced off each other very well. Like I said, Mackie was young and smart, had all the business savvy, but Samuel Jackson had the street smarts, the connections, and he had wisdom. He's like telling, look, when you do this, when you do that, sometimes Mackie listened, sometimes he didn't. I'm not going to tell you the end of it. I want you to watch this movie, but you should have listened to Samuel Jackson. But like I said, this movie is excellent. Right here, they're discussing whenever an idea that Mackie came up with, and Samuel Jackson did not think was a good idea, and he voiced his opinion. But because of his friendship, and he trusted Mackie, he went along with it. And like I said, I'm not going to tell you the end of the movie, but I can tell you this was something, and I think you maybe can find it on maybe Netflix. I'm not sure. I think it's an Apple original. That's why I saw it, because I have Apple TV. But you may be able to find it if you have a Kodi box, or if you have a Fire Stick or anything like that, any kind of streaming service, you may be able to see it. But like I said, it's called The Banker. And again, it stars Samuel Jackson as Joe Morris, Anthony Mackie as Bernard Garrett, Nicholas Hoult as Matt Steiner, and Nia Long as Eunice Garrett. Is it based on a true story? It's a very, very good story. This movie was a pleasant surprise. It's something that I heard about on TV, saw the commercials, and I said, well, let me give it a try. And I'm glad I did give it a try. It was an excellent movie. If you can get a chance, please check this out. Like I said, and always, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I need your subscriptions. Please hit notification bell, because I want you to be notified on each and every time I upload any new content. I want you to be there to be able to digest it, to enjoy it, and to watch it over as much as you like. Also, I want you to give me the thumbs up. By giving me the thumbs up, that's letting me know that you like the content that I'm doing, that you digging what I'm putting down. Also, leave a comment. Feel free to leave a comment or any suggestions that you may have, things that you see, things you'd like for me to talk about. And just let me know that you support what I do. As always, I really appreciate all the support that I'm getting on the channel. This is a very important channel for me. I like talking to the people, interacting with the people. I like people to watch my stuff, comment on it, and to just open up conversation for anything. Like I said, I have several different channels, several different discussions and topics we talk about. So if you like this, click on it, watch it, enjoy it. Until next time, peace.